Once your dog has the basic mat stay down and you can open the door all the way, you want to start practicing for some more realistic scenarios. So we're going to practice today for turning your back to your dog. What I'm going to do is just briefly turn my back. Yes. Close the door and bring a treat back to him. Very good. If your dog broke position, then go ahead and just reposition them and try again. If they remained in place really well, now we're going to start building duration. That means increasing the amount of time that your dog can stay on the mat while your back is turned. So he did really well. Now I'm going to try turning my back for 5 seconds. Yes. And then I'm going to come back and treat. If he didn't remain in place the whole 5 seconds, I would reset him and then maybe try 2 or 3 seconds. If he did really well, then I'm going to increase the duration a little bit longer each time. So I would try 10 seconds now. Yes. Very nice. Increasing the duration just a little bit each time your dog succeeds, but going back to an easier amount of time if your dog fails and gets up to prevent frustration. Because in real life, you might stand at the door a minute or two talking to a neighbor, and you want your dog to be able to maintain position the whole time. And then remember afterwards to release them. Free. Another scenario that I want to practice before I need to use it in real life is bending over to pick up a package from the front door. So I've set a box outside that I can practice this with. So when I bend over to pick up the box, I'm going to yes, and then I'm going to carry the box back in my arms when I give my dog a treat. Yes. Good boy. Very nice. And then don't forget to release your dog after you've picked up your package. Free. The very first time your dog sees somebody when you open the door, he may completely forget about the training exercise, break position, and go over to say hi. That is completely normal. So if he does that, I want you to just close the door again, walk him back to where he's supposed to be, and start over. So you can ask a friend or a family member to help out and stand on the other side of the door. I'm just going to have him stand quietly and say nothing while I begin to introduce my dog to this part of the exercise. The first thing I'm going to do is just crack the door, let my dog see him. The moment my dog sees him, I'm going to yes, close the door and treat to help him, remind him that we are still training. Yes. And treat. Your dog may get very excited and get up to go say hi. If so, that's okay. You just still close the door and walk back to where you're supposed to be. If he does really well and doesn't break position, you'll start opening the door just a little bit farther each time. But if he breaks position, you start over easier again. Now I'm going to practice having my guest come inside. This is another reason why I have a leash on my dog, especially if your dog likes to jump on people. You can stand on that leash to prevent them from jumping. So I'm going to open my door. I'm going to tell them to ignore my dog because he's in training, but go ahead and come inside. And then yes, and treat my dog. Very good. If my dog broke position, I'd put him back where he's supposed to be and just stand on that leash a little bit. Yes, very good. I'm going to wait till he's nice and calm before I release him to go say hi. So I'm just going to say, free, go say hi. Lastly, you want to make sure to desensitize your dog to the sound of knocking and the doorbell ringing. Those are very exciting sounds to your dog that can put them way over threshold before they even see the guest. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my dog on the mat. I'm going to walk to the door and knock on it myself. Yes, and treat. Some dogs are going to get very excited when they hear that. They might even start barking and move from position. you're just going to reposition them, settle them again, and then try again. Yes, and treat. You're going to continue knocking, yesing, and treating until your dog is no longer barking or breaking position. Yes, and treat. Once your dog is fine with you knocking on the door, have your helper knock on the door. Broke position, so I'm going to reposition him. Yes, and treat. Very good. Once he's in position, I'll open the door. I'm going to close the door, reposition him, and then try again. Yes, and treat.